야, 나 가서 주셨어 보통이다.
Like yesterday, we will do the preliminary recitations.
담바 점대네 대신 저보다 정보 양도 보소를 선제를 보다 저도 담바 다월 저보 지된 저보 기본도 가로죠 하나만 보다면 선제 점대네 배경과 샤자 도보라 창선로 저도 저도 저 담바 점대네 대신 저보다 정보 양도 보소 저보다 저도 담바 다월 저보 지된 저보 기본도 가로죠 하나만 보다면 남제 담바서 배경 상장 도보로 자자로 저도 저도 저 담바 점대네 대신 저보다 정보 양도 보소 선제 저보다 저 다월 저보 지된 저보 기본도 가로죠 하나만 보다면 남제 담바서 배경 상장 도보로 자자로 저도 저도 저 강제간에서 저당제 사진대로 공부도 많이 지den되나 저제송 대세계 바절라 자절로 나도 공마저도 소소와 이제 자소 세계도 뭐라 자원지대 손나랑에 공부 전이 되나 자자다 바지면 다외제 산도 자원절라 자절로 대제저 스보 소마지 냠매 진신 절라 공부 투시 전담보 탐지 전배던 보고 선언연대 자소신 대신셔서 장서로 답변대 자자원주로 개명해서 제도 단당 쇼주보 시주셔서 장서로 전에 전하야대 라보달라로도네 신계 담보연대대 긴들라야 뒷버지야 미자신 겨우 무슨 속버지 상계선내 용선들 디네 산제다보에 까마르리 마메다 주모스보시 멜로로다 진도보 디제전한다다 선언제 단제서보에 고본도네 중제다 되데 가다다다시 시베설렌로 저워라죠 년도시고서는 귀신이 예시 천세 강연다 라라 뱀바잖아 남신이 진시된 도로자와가 가다양단 대표도는 나보군데 나서 년도장주 선배소제 산지진의 염달라 차세로 강계된신 저와중 각과매바 제매바 샤바매바 담매바 오와매바 점매바 다대대미 된심이 저번이시시 소배 산제만 남제 담바대라
Good morning to all of you.
나 교단되고 무슨 소가 아니 그게다 배 최입에 냠님배 타투고지다 다배신집에 장주고 섬사 뒤고면 아닌 말이 다 얘네들이 장주고 섬디 엔다 미팅배 줄에 용 말이 주매발에 용기 말이 tumbe gyule yongku yari 대안이 말아서 로이니 교스니디 ko kale chini gyodra 마도 루불이야베 gyodra singedi 직 냠세암데 여다 여버리 저디니 디디 감감 규진 멍구지 쏴스버지 타는 영야제마도 가고 싶다리 저들이 인도산에 거라 림지 달로리아 이 gyod라지 고 인도 인도산에 금주 장주고 섬종사 될래야 그 림지 장과지 임바리
As we discussed yesterday, the highest form of spiritual practice is the cultivation of the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings, the cultivation of bodhicitta. And this is the precious, supreme state of mind, which is also the source of the benefit for the goodness of all temporary and ultimate aspirations. When it comes to the transformation of mind and hearts, it is something that cannot happen overnight. It has to happen through a gradual process. Although in some cases there may be possibility of kind of instantaneous spiritual kind of experiences here and there, but these are unreliable, so rather temporary. But the long-term spiritual transformation can really come through a gradual process of training and discipline.
탈배니 모함 다 탈반 되게 야학이다.
Of course, we find within the teachings of various ancient Indian spiritual traditions some kind of notion of nirvana or moksha or liberation or freedom, spiritual freedom. And also it seems that some other ancient Indian schools identify states of freedom or liberation with some kind of physical reality, physical plane or realm of existence. However, as far as the understanding of nirvana or spiritual freedom or liberation is concerned, according to Buddhism, that has to be understood in terms of a state of mind, and not in terms of some kind of external reality, but rather in terms of a state of mind.
다 대한 배제 대외 연대의 차네 시야용 배제 지구적으로 만들었습니다. 전에 딱 안다 이니 아니 남배슝 거시네다 그러나 지라마 대비니 뒤시 다 뒤시 타습니다. 뒤시 타다 그게 점이야디 에노 다 뒤시 나네 그러나 좀 된데 다시 되는 거 가지고 상집이 내걸이야 아니 하이프 뒤다 아니 영원배 뒤
Within the Buddhist schools, there is divergence of opinion as to what exactly is this liberation, what exactly is this liberation consist of, what is nirvana, and so on. For example, a school of Buddhism, a classical school of Buddhism known as Vaibhashika, maintains that the historical Buddha Shakyamuni was fully enlightened and had overcome two of the four negative forces, the afflictive emotions and thought, and also has overcome the powerful forces of desire and attachment. And he has not overcome the force of death, and he has not overcome the force of aggregate existence. According to this particular school, final nirvana is understood in terms of the total non-existence of the individual, total cessation of the individual. The implication is that when the final nirvana is attained, even the individual being ceases to exist. Now, of course, this is not accepted by many other Buddhist schools. For example, there is a very well-known objection by Nagarjuna, the philosopher, which asserts that if we were to take the understanding of nirvana according to the Vaibhashika school, then there will be the consequence that we will have to say that no one attains nirvana, no one, because when the final nirvana is attained, even the individual ceases to exist. So this implies that there is no one, there is nobody who attains nirvana, and this is ridiculous. We discussed yesterday, person or the individual is something that is designated upon the basis of the continuum of psychophysical aggregates, the existence of the mind and body complex. If the mind and body complex ceases to exist completely, then the individual also will cease to exist. And this is, however, not accepted by other Buddhist schools. So what we see here is that there is, even within the Buddhist school, kind of a diversity of opinion as to what exactly is this nirvana or liberation. And similarly, there are many aspects in the Vaibhashika school that are rejected by later Buddhist schools, other Buddhist schools, such as the Vaibhashika, for example, in the epistemological theory, Vaibhashikas reject any notion of sense data. Rather, they believe that the sensory perceptions occur as a result of mere interaction between the sense organs and the physical object. And there is no sense data which kind of acts as a medium, which is again rejected by other Buddhist schools. Similarly, in terms of understanding the nature of consciousness at the point of death, Vaibhashika has a much coarser understanding of that. Whereas one of the objections raised against this epistemological concept of rejecting the sense datum by Vaibhashika is that according to their theory,